Hey you guys, and welcome back to Brand Slam Week. It's so weird for me because I'm filming all of these videos like spread over the course of, I'm pretty sure, like 3 or 4 months. Like the last couple videos I filmed have been way back in like June, and now it's September and I'm still filming. I don't know, it just feels weird. It feels weird to be still filming videos for this Makeup Revolution Brand Slam Week. Today is day 6 and we're basically almost done. I wanted to do a really quick video on my top 3 eyeshadow palettes from Revolution Beauty. I have tested out a lot of Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palettes. I actually feel like I've decluttered a lot because I thought I had a lot more, but it turns out I don't really have that many anymore. So I ended up just picking my top 3 favorites. I hope you guys have been enjoying Brand Slam Week, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and let's just go ahead and get started. I feel like I look very scary right now. I actually just got home from work, and what I did was I only took off my eyeshadow so I could wear these palettes that I'm about to show you. So I took off all my eyeshadow and then I didn't redo the rest of my makeup. So everything looks really odd. So let's start with a newer find for me, but I have been testing it out for like the last 4 or 5 months. It really is one of my favorites. This is the Revolution Beauty Reloaded palette in the shade Velvet Rose. I'm wearing this on my eyes today, minus like the glitter, but it's such a nice palette. Super soft, super blendable. The shimmers are beautiful. This one right here is actually a glitter, and you definitely want to use some type of glitter glue or primer because it does have a lot of fallout. But the other shimmers are super creamy and smooth. The mattes blend so easily. I like the amount of pigmentation that I get from these shades. It's just a very nice palette, and if you like this color scheme, I feel like this is such a great palette. $7 at the drugstore. I definitely want to try more of the Reloaded palettes that they have. They're so affordable and they're so good. Okay, next is probably, I want to say, like my all-time favorite affordable eyeshadow palette that I've ever tried. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I've talked about this palette a lot. I wear it a lot. It's just such a good palette. This is the Soph X eyeshadow palette. It was actually made in collaboration with a YouTuber named Soph Does Nails. I don't own a lot of collaborations. I don't really purchase them that often. A lot of the times it's because they're not permanent, and I'd so much rather have something that's part of the brand's permanent collection. This is actually part of the brand's permanent collection. I am so happy Soph created this palette with this color scheme because it actually has everything that I want in a palette. It has all of these beautiful, much needed mattes, from a white to a black, and all the shades in between. Every single matte that I could possibly need is in this palette. Plus you get a whole selection of different shimmery shades. It actually has everything in this palette that I want. A lot of shades, but not too many, because sometimes palettes can have too many shades and it gets overwhelming. This has the perfect amount. It has a huge mirror. The formula is the same as that Reloaded palette that I just shared with you. Honestly, I cannot rave about this palette enough. But I also just wanted to talk about the second collaboration that Soph came out with. This is her Extra Spice palette. It's basically the same design except it's shiny. Not as many shades, and they're definitely more warm tone, but I just thought I'd mention it in case you guys were looking for something that was maybe a little bit deeper in tones, like richer and warmer. It's not like my favorite, didn't make my top 3 yet, but it's definitely up there because it is also amazing. Also has all the colors you might need. It's just really good. So thank you, Soph, for collaborating with them and creating such a great palette. It's definitely one of the best I've ever purchased. And the last palette that I wanted to bring up is actually a little bit different for me. I spent a lot of time trying to narrow down my top 3 palettes. I do have some others that I probably could have included instead, but I just thought it would be fun to include something a little different than your basic palette, and this is actually a glitter palette. I'm wearing the glitters on my eyes today. This packaging has nothing on it, but it's their sparkly gold packaged glitter palette. I think this one might be called the Midas Touch, but I don't see that anywhere on the packaging, but I think it is called Midas Touch. The one I'm wearing on my eyes right now is called Grand. I've used this palette actually quite a bit, not on my channel so much. Prettiest glitters ever. Like, they're just such pretty glitters. So I thought I would mention it because it's not something that is typically found at a drugstore, and this is an affordable palette. So I don't know, I just thought it would be fun to talk about this one. If you like glitters and you're looking for affordable ones, definitely check out this one from Makeup Revolution. That completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was very short, very sweet, but I feel like I talk about Makeup Revolution eyeshadows quite a bit, so I didn't want to bore you guys. I hope it was just nice and helpful if you were thinking about purchasing some palettes from them. Thank you guys for watching. I never do this, but I thought I would just remind you guys to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which I'll put up on the screen here. Please subscribe if you would like to see more videos, and I will see you tomorrow.